Hi everyone. I have something, just kind of a quick video for you that I want to share with you because I've had something come up just recently that once again is a problem that can be easily solved and prevented with just a few steps extra of your time, and that has to do with shipping. Perhaps between a dealer and a jeweler, or a jeweler and a customer, or somebody selling on eBay or something else like that. It's a way to solve the problem of someone getting a box from you and them saying, "Oh, well, there's nothing in it. It's not what it's supposed to be. There's nothing in it." Or you're supposed to send 2 or 3 pieces and they say, "Hey, there's only one in the box." Well, you didn't ship it. It's a way to fix this. Now, for many of you, this is going to be like, "Oh, we already know that." And for those of you that have been in the business a long time, you are going to know it because it's just common sense. And quite frankly, it's been around forever. But there's one more step I'm going to help you take. And the reason I do this, you all know that I handle a lot of alternative dispute resolution, mediation. I get a lot of people that ask me to do that. In fact, that's one of the reasons I joined the American Bar Association as an associate member. And this comes up, and the key is to have something to be proactive. Now, a lot of people know this, but they don't do it. And when they don't do it, it's usually when something bad happens. And when that happens, it becomes almost impossible to mediate it out because it's one guy's word against another guy's word, or, I don't know, whatever, girl, whatever. But anyway, it's a situation that if you don't have proof, and it goes beyond just videoing the opening and closing, okay? Because if all you're doing is videoing the opening and closing, there's still things that could be done. So what I want to do, I'll take just a minute. I'm going to slide you back over here to the camera on the desk and show you a little demonstration. And I only do this because if you will follow these steps, and someone tries to rip you off by saying, "Well, the box was empty," or "You didn't send me what you were supposed to," or something, this will give you what we call prima facie evidence that you shipped things. And if you receive something that's not supposed to be, it's not what it's supposed to be, it will give you the opportunity to prove what was actually in the box, and you can prove it in court. And that's the bottom line of what I'm going for here. If something goes wrong and somebody does not ship you what they promised you, or somebody says that you didn't ship them what they promised, you need something you can actually take to court if you have to, because a lot of these cases get to court. I know I get involved with them. So take just a minute, and I want to show you something very quickly. We're going to start with just the things you need. And of course, most of this is just basic. You already see it. You've already got it. It's a priority mailbox, which is one of the safest ways to be sending things. The jewelry, some bubble wrap. But the other important thing that most people are not doing, and a lot of people they'll video the opening and closing, but they don't take that extra step to really protect themselves. And it's the same type of protection you'll see that the armored cars do when they put a metal and a seal on a bag of something, and they'll seal it to make sure it's not tampered with. Here you're going to make your own, and most companies will have a seal. You may have a corporate seal. If you're incorporated, you're going to have a corporate seal. If not, you can make one of these embosser seals. There's companies that make these for $70, $75, and you could make it say whatever you want to. You could say it's, Joe's Diamond Sealing, and you would create your own seal. And the other thing is we're going to take the tape, and it's the tape that we use to do registered mail, that we've used in the industry for years to do registered mail. But these are the ingredients to help cover you even if you had to go to court to give you prima facie evidence. Now, what we're going to do with this, we're going to go ahead and just simply wrap our package, just normally. I'm just going to walk you through the steps of this. This is the tape, and you all recognize this. This is the reinforced paper tape that's got the fibers running through it that's required by the post office for registered mail. Everybody's done this. I started this 52 years ago when I was doing the mailing for Zales Jewelers in Denton, Texas. But we take our bracelet and we're going to put it in there on video. We're videoing all of this. If you're sending this bracelet from, let's say, your office in Hill Street in Los Angeles, and you're going to send it to Denver, we're going to wrap it. We're going to put the bubble wrap on it on video, and we're going to put it in our box and get it all ready to go. We're going to seal the box up. And this is where a lot of people stop. A lot of people that do video your shipping, this is where you stop. You put a label on it and you send it and say, "Okay, I've got it on video." You need to go one step further for the security of this box and take this tape and take your embosser and get your embosser made if you have to. Get a 2-inch seal embosser and take this tape and press it. and press it all the way down. Press it all the way from one end to the other. Keep it going and just seal the whole thing. That way, you're going to attach this to the box, and if this tape is broken in any way, you will know because your seal will be screwed up. This becomes a very solid legal protection for you to seal this box, and you'll be able to tell when your recipient gets it if this box has been tampered or not. And I just kind of wet it just barely there because you're not going to have the, obviously you're not going to have all that loose area of the tape, but you can see the seal goes all the way around the box. If somebody opens this box, if somebody opens this in the transit or before it's being videoed at your recipient, you're going to know because this seal, you cannot take this tape and just simply tear it and put it back in place, and nobody can duplicate your seal. And let's say it's traveled now and it's gotten to the point of your recipient. They're going to take this box and photograph it first and put it on video to show that the seal has not been broken. And once they show the seal has not been broken, then they open it once again on video. That way they can verify what is in this box when they get the box, and they will be breaking the seal. So there's a high level of security and an expectation of security because your seal is unbroken during the whole trip. And unfortunately, I didn't think about what it was going to take to do this. You can see with what it's taken me with these diamond tweezers to cut this tape. This tape's hard to do. Nobody could get into this box without showing that the box had been gotten into. Because the way these boxes are made, and you can tape the boxes up and do whatever you want to, but the fact is, nobody can tamper with this box unless it's going to show on your security sealed tape. And then, of course, they'll open it up, still on video, pull it out, and everybody knows now that you sent the bracelet, they received the bracelet, and everybody is happy. And this is a way to do this to stop the problem of somebody either saying, hey, it wasn't in the box, or somebody saying, you know, well, you didn't send it, or whatever else. Both of you have video proof of what was sent and what was received, and you have your security tape to verify it. Okay, once again, this was just a little help. But I will just tell you this, and I want to tell you why I took time just to make this up right quick and post it up here for you all. The thing is this, when I get involved with these, and I've got perhaps a dealer and a jeweler, or I got a jeweler and a customer. Customers are more difficult to deal with because obviously they're not going to go through these steps. But if all the dealers and jewelers and everybody sending inventory back and forth and on memo and everything else would do this, there wouldn't be the conflicts as many as what I see, because everything is videoed going into it, and the seal is put on in this video, and it travels, and that seal is untouched when it gets to the second video, and it's unpacked. And with that seal being untouched, the security is very high. Plus, if somebody did try to say, well, it's not in the box, you can say, you know, well, is the seal broken? And if it does get there and the seal is broken, automatically you can say, wait. We need to stop and look at this because that seal's been tampered with, and you can file a complaint with the shipper, whether it's post office or anything else, because a good chance if it's been tampered with, you'll know. The other thing about this, the reason it's so important, before it just seems like, well, that's just common sense. What's so important is it is entirely possible, and I've seen it happen, where somebody with ill intent can open that box up, get another box, duplicate what the box looks like, put the stuff and leave one out, and then wrap it back up and say, okay, I'm going to video this. I'm going to video opening it, and when I open it, you're going to see there's a piece missing out of it, right? But the problem is if you put your personalized sealed tape around that box, nobody can do that, because if somebody tampers with it, they can't duplicate your tape because they would have to go out and make a seal just like yours. And if you make your seal right, nobody's going to do that. So it's protection for you as a dealer. And if it's you as a jeweler returning something to a dealer, it's protection for you to be able to say, yep, you got everything back that I packed up for you. And if you handle your memos correctly and actually email the memos in advance so everybody knows what they're supposed to get, it will stop a lot of the conflicts that happened. And it'll stop a lot of the questions about, well, you didn't send this. Well, it wasn't in the box. Well, I don't care. It wasn't in the box. And you know, this is happening more than I can tell you. And this is protection. I'm just telling you as an insurance adjuster, and I'm just telling you as somebody who really cares about this business, Little things like that can really help when conflicts start to be able to cover yourself. That's what it's all about. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you listening. I didn't dress up because I don't usually. This is what I look like. I'll see you later. Bye.